Well, good morning, Mike and Arlen. Our Philippine journey. Oh, man. It's been an interesting week here in Angeles City for me. We'll see if anybody actually shows up. Oh my gosh, a couple people. Pablo is here. Nice, Pablo. How are you? Aloha. Hapa as well. Elvis, Tony. Wow. Geez, and still some others. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week. And while we build up some people in the channel, we'll talk about it. Arlen's family's been here. They went to a wedding up near Baguio, and they'll be back here again for a couple of days before they fly back afterwards. So we'll be a little bit sporadic. There's, 5 of them staying with us, and so room is at a premium and privacy, and I have to give up my spare bedroom, and it is simply what it is. But they're a delight. The kids are fun. What can I say? Let's see what else has been. Oh, I got banned from a channel either this week or last week, something like that. Bah, shit happens. What can I say? Apparently, they don't like me or my content, or they thought I was talking about them or whatever. Who cares? All right. If they have a problem, they could man up, contact me directly. They're right here in Angeles City. But, oh, Dardos is here. John is here. Short Load, how you doing? Ban Jammy, I want to come to the Philippines, but I would prefer to live with you. I'm sorry, Ban. Trust me, there's no room here for you. However, I'm happy to meet you for a cup of coffee. Michael, I think YouTube's shitty. My wife spent a year building a channel, made $120, and she was disappointed. Did not post for some time, and they non-monetized her. You know what, Mike? I have no idea about how they demonetize or anything like that. Chippy Whisker, how you doing, Chippy? Which side of the country are you on? You in Canada or the USA this week? Ricky Last, how you doing, Ricky? Hope you're doing well. Pablo, did Jasper ban you? No, not that I know of. I don't know. I haven't been in this channel in a couple of weeks. I've been really busy, so we've had a lot going on. But no. Gen X Ben. Hey, Gen X, how you doing? So, today I think, and I will, let's see here. I will post the, there we go. So if you want to cam up and discuss this in person, or you simply want to comment from the chat side, from the comment side, that's great. Either way, we're happy to have you. Thank you so much for showing up. I want to talk about AI. I want to talk about the changes that YouTube has announced as their 4 paths for 2024. All right. Mike says I was banned from the big titty girl from Walking Street. Nah. No, she's definitely, nobody from Walking Street banned me. I'll just leave it like that. Kenny says, the old Cano and where I go to hear an adult conversation for us and him. Yeah, I like Robert. I really and truly do. I've known Robert quite a while. I've never personally met him, but we've spoken privately several times. Robert doesn't even know it, but he's actually a moderator in our channel. So it is what it is. But anyways, so talking about these 4 pathways that their CEO made a formal announcement on. Now, AI is one of these, and I can't speak about AI well because I don't use it. I don't concentrate on it. It's not a part of what we do. All right. And AI has been a part of YouTube, and AI has been slightly regulated, I guess is the best word to use for it, but not necessarily. They've announced even a year ago that they were going to start concentrating on putting together a situation about AI, putting together rules. And it looks like they're going to start enforcing them much more rigorously, or they're going to do that. Now, the only thing I would say about AI, and it's real simple, is just like any other business decision. You don't make radical changes at once unless it's absolutely necessary in business. You make moderate changes and then measure how that happens. And I think that's what's going to happen with AI. They're talking about, you're going to have to put labels, you can do this, you can do that. What's going to be this and what's going to be that. All right. So it is what it is. What interests me more, okay, is how YouTube or Google, whatever you want to call it, all right, how they are moving in certain directions. And Hapa says, I'm not a content creator, so the YouTube changes won't bother me at all. No, they won't. All right. And I should make this very, very clear because apparently from our video, some people got the wrong idea. Okay. And that is that YouTube is not going to force subscribers to pay for access to content. Okay. The subscribers will still, just like us, will have their main channel section area where their content is public, it's accessible to everybody, and everybody can take a look at it. All right. There's no doubt about that's the direction they're going to go. They're not going to change it. That's the way it is. And that's the way it looks to me like it's going to stay. All right. But here's where I want to try and read between the lines. The one thing that we don't know as content creators, okay, the one thing that YouTube has never published and will not publish, all right, is simply what is every piece of the YouTube algorithm. What data does that algorithm function off of? All right. Here's what I think is going to happen. All right. And Hapa, they are not going to make people become a member. Okay. That's not what's going to happen. That is not, again, I just did not put it well in my video. And for that, I apologize. But here's what I do think is going to happen. If you read between the lines, all right, members are, by virtue of the fact that they've paid for membership, are more apt to spend money. And I think what YouTube is going to do is they're going to push channels that offer memberships. I think that's going to be measured in the algorithm even more than currently, if it's measured at all currently. And I think it probably might be. But my point is that they will then tell advertisers, you know what? If we have a different, YouTube already does. They have different tiers of pricing for advertisers. And the more views a channel gets per month, the auction for advertising in that channel increases in price. So I think what may happen, this is what I think is going to happen. YouTube said nothing about this, but when you read between the lines and you think of it from a business perspective, YouTube may come back and say, here's another tier. If you, people that have memberships, channels that have memberships, if you want to advertise in their public area, all right, and end up in their membership area as well, all right, that's going to cost, a half a cent more per view or whatever the metric is. And that's just the way it is. All right. I mean, as a business, you're always looking to add value to your product. And that, I think, is one way that YouTube is going to do that. So I think not in the near future, but certainly down the road, I think that's a direction that YouTube is going to be going. And again, it's just an opinion. All right. It's just an opinion. Now, why memberships? Well, people complain consistently and constantly about how little they make off of AdSense. And AdSense is what, like with you guys, well, not during the live, but when you watch our videos, okay, the amount of time that you spend watching our video exposes you to advertisements. And that is a factor of how much money we will make on a video. And I'll be upfront. I mean, it's not uncommon for us to make $1.50 on a video. I mean, that's just what it is. It is that low. So making money is for people that are really putting forth a ton of enviable content. All right. People that get these, tens of thousands of views that watch for 7, 10, 12, 15 minutes. That's what really does it. So what happens is they're pushing for YouTubers to continue to produce content, because YouTubers, the amount of dormant accounts, people that have walked away from YouTube, is increasing, because for many of them, they're trying to make a living making these videos. And with that being said, they measure their effort and time and expenses against their revenue. So, I mean, I think that there's a lot to be read between the lines of these go forward situations. Another thing that I was talking about, and it's received, a good bit of actually feedback, and contrary to how I feel. And that is that 4K really doesn't matter. But before we get into that, let's read some of the comments. Chippy says, seems like a dicey way to make a paycheck. I would not want to depend on YouTube for anything, much less a paycheck. Elvis says, I think it starts in March. Hoppa, same here. But maybe we're going to have to be paid members for channels. No, I don't think they'll ever do that, Pablo. I really don't. I certainly hope not. If they turn YouTube into a totally paid service, we'll be off. We won't even bother. Hoppa, now if they start making us pay to be members for YouTube content creators, then I'll be more selective on who I'm watching. I think, and that's going to be changes that we're going to make in our member section. Okay? I started a member section. I did a very poor job in following through because I got to the point where I felt like I was denying something to people that weren't members, people that were in the channel, that supported our channel by watching our videos. And I felt bad about it. And I said, what makes people that pay any more important than people that don't pay? They're all helping us. And so I just said, you know what? If you want to be a member and that's how you choose to support the channel, great. We appreciate it. If you don't, you're not going to miss much. Well, now we're going to have to start changing that. All right. We're going to have to put content in the members area. And I've decided, and I've spoken with Arlen about it, and we've decided how we're going to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to move and we're going to start putting a lot of content in there that we've made videos about, but we've never posted. We never posted those videos because they weren't acceptable in the main channel. They weren't friendly for the general public. All right. We're going to be putting more controversial and adult drama, and not drama, but adult content into the members only area. So that's where we're going to go with that. Hillbilly Pro. All right. So there you go. Have a nice day. YouTube has extended their commercial times. Yes, they have. They absolutely have. Hillbilly, 32 watching and 9 likes. Hit it up. Great. Thank you, Hillbilly. Hoppa, you will see a difference on YouTube with AI content creators. Will be hard to find if you are not AI. They will change to what you see. Again, Michael, I think that goes back to we don't know every metric that the YouTube algorithm works off of. And YouTube refuses to put it out there because it would be proprietary. Somebody would copy it. Tim says exactly. How you doing, Tim? There you go. Good morning. How you doing? There you go. Will YouTube take more than 59% of our super chat donation? You know, Pablo, I have no idea. All right. We get less than half of what you actually donate on a super chat or a sticker or even a membership. I mean, by the time YouTube takes their cut, by the time we pay taxes on it, all right, we get less than half. That's for sure. If you're monetized and they are basically your employer, shouldn't they let you know the algorithm? Well, maybe, Chippy, except that we choose to use their service. And since we choose to use their service, what rights do we have? Either use it or don't. And if we're not happy with what they do or don't do, well, you know, it's pretty much like us. If people aren't happy with our content, they don't have to watch. If we're not happy with YouTube, we don't have to use them. Chippy, I'm happy with my military retirement pension. In a few years, I'll be getting my Social Security if that still exists. I'm sure it will happen. Joseph watches without commercial. Joseph has a YouTube membership, a general membership. Banjammy, I have 4 subscribers. Can I charge them? I don't know what they'll pay, man. I pay YouTube so I don't get advising. Yes, exactly. There you go. YouTube is pushing the envelope because their commercial time to skip. The commercial's getting over a minute now. Yeah. Well, and, I think they're probably trying to make up for that big ass lawsuit that they're in with advertisers right now, where advertisers found out that what they were paying for was not necessarily what they were getting. Or hot chicks that live life on easy mode. I don't know, Hillbilly. Off the beaten path. Well, wow. How are you guys? I'm glad to see you. We watch your videos. If you haven't, they're a very interesting family, actually, who have moved to the Philippines. Give them a shot, folks. Take a look at their channel. It's really nice. I download most of the YouTube content and watch them on TV. Yeah, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to the TV issue and the 4K issue. That's definitely something that we're going to take a look at. All right? Because I believe that's another factor that's going to be a big thing. I mean, YouTube announced this as their 4 major directions for 2024. All right. If they weren't going to be making changes, if they weren't going to be pressing forward with this, they would not have said it was one of their major directions. They listed 4 directions, and those were AI. All right. The issue of mainstreaming or streaming video with respect to in the living room, TVs. All right. And then subscriber channel, subscriber memberships, all of which. Let's see here. Thank you for your service. Yes, Michael, thank you for your service. Let's see what else we've got. Here we go. How about the guy, Charlie, over 13 million subs, gets an average of 900,000 views per video. He is making money. Yeah, of course he is. He's obviously making money, and good for him. 22 out of 24 years in Hawaii and 2 years at Fort Sill. Wow. Papa, I don't have to download any content. I have the YouTube app on my iPad, iPhone, and smart TV. Yep. Pablo, some content creators, I don't want to give them the views and time spent. Okay. Banjama wants drama. I'm sure you do, man. Hapa was 9 years active Army, 15 years Hawaii National Guard. YouTube will self-explode like any other big business run by bobbleheads. You know what? It's funny. I don't know. I really don't know, Michael, but anything's possible. Hapa says, yeah, I have a modded version of YouTube Premium on my cell phone. Nice. Oh, wow. Pablo. Jeez. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. All right. And 1/2 is better than none. That's for sure. But thank you so much for all of the super chats, the stickers, the memberships. We appreciate all of it. We certainly do. That's for sure. But thank you, Pablo. I was a gun bunny for the active Army. Yeah, we did Army 20 years and live off our retirement in the Philippines. Yeah, and they stay active. They've got, I think, 2 kids, and they stay very, very active. They're very interesting folks. You should check out their channel. Is YouTube going to have any humanoid female dancers? I have no idea, Pablo. Vlogging life takes so long to upload the 4K, but sure looks awesome. Well, you know what? All right, so let's talk about that for just a minute. All right. So 4K, what you're watching right now is 1080p. And I think the image quality is pretty good. All right. And we're on a broadband connection. So I'm hoping that the stream is good for you. All right. But we're shooting more and more and more 4K. And I got to tell you, it's a huge jump in time and resources. But see, what YouTube was talking about, let me see if I can find this. You know what? I don't have it loaded here. I apologize. No, I don't. But it's billions with a B of hours are being watched. 1 billion hours a day of video are being watched in TVs. And, it doesn't make any sense. If you go to buy a TV now, it really makes no sense to buy anything less than a 4K TV. So they want, and I believe this is the other piece that I was getting at. I believe that YouTube will be pushing 4K content harder than it currently does. It gives some preference to 4K now, but it is huge. A average 4K video for us starts at about 20 gigs of information. So 20 gigs of information go into the editing program. To edit 20 gigs, you're going to need, a substantial amount of onboard memory or a really good internet connection if you're using a editing program that's online, which means you still have to load that up there, then edit, then download it, all right, then render it already. The point is that it's the amount of time, all right, for us to end up with about an 8 gig edited 4K video, that takes time. It takes, for me right now, and this is on a brand new 10-core M3 chip iMac with 512 gig of RAM. All right. This is a pretty substantial machine. And it takes about 45 minutes for it to render a 20-minute edited or 15-minute edited video. All right. That doesn't count the time it takes to do the editing. All right. And the more effects you put into that edit, the harder it is. All right. Whereas if I shoot something in 1020, all right, I can edit that in about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I can render that in about 3 or 4 minutes. All right. Now, our upload time is only about 4 or 5 minutes longer, but we have a very, very thick, high-speed connection. So, yeah. Hoppa, Gun Bunny. Oh, anytime. On AGR status, I was a supply searcher. Oh. Chippy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every penny helps. Yes, thank you, Chippy. I don't know if you're going to be retiring on YouTube. I wouldn't suggest it, that's for sure. Jonathan, funny. Are you serious? Paul K, sending to your PayPal. Since YouTube is changing their ways, I'm sure there's going to be a new platform that people go to, like Rumble. That's true. But, I looked at Rumble and their terms of service, I didn't care for. Apparently, now this is when I looked at it, and it may have changed now, but as of like a year and a half ago when I looked at Rumble, all right, in their terms of service, anything you upload to Rumble becomes Rumble's property. They own the copyright on that. Now, maybe they've changed. I don't know. Michael, AI is out of the price range of 79% of all YouTube channels. They are kicking creators to the curb. You can't make money on 21%. The model won't support. Yeah, and that's something, again, Michael, I just can't speak about. I don't have the technical knowledge, nor have I done the research to find out what it would cost to learn and do AI. I really and truly don't. And then, what is the definition of AI? Is text to voice considered AI? I don't know. I don't know. Hot and 85 degrees. Hillbilly has to mow the grass. If you're over 40, your eyes can't tell the difference. Vlogging life. My drone is 7K. Wow. You know what? Vlogging life, I'm going to have to take a look at your channel. I really am. I like a good drone stuff. So, yeah, let's take a look at that. Brent, do you believe there is many that are quitting YouTube, and are you thinking of going to another platform? Brent, I don't think it's many. All right. We see videos posted, I'm quitting YouTube, from large YouTube channels, a couple of the big guys. All right. Are they really quitting? Is it clickbait? I don't know. I have no idea. Are we going to another platform? No, we're not going to another platform. We're here. We'll plug away at this until somebody or something makes it just unreasonable. And actually, I'm actually looking forward to making our membership channel a little different than this channel. A little bit more freedom, the ability to post videos about things that we don't post videos about here, like the Bar Girl Chronicles. Okay, I mean, I have a whole nother video on the Bar Girl Chronicles with a list of 20 questions that I just don't dare post out here in the main channel. But some people are very interested in it. And for some people, it's entertainment. All right? Hoppa, I'll be in and out since lunchtime for us. I need to feed my doggos. You bet, Hoppa. You have really cute dogs, too, by the way. I miss my dog. You watch your TV while your TV watches you. That's possible. Try to upload a 4K video in the fill. Yikes. Yeah, we do it all the time. We upload quite a bit of 4K. I don't label it as 4K. Maybe I should. Maybe I should actually label it as a 4K video. Everything that we shoot on our Pocket 3 is 4K. Everything we shoot on our Sony ZV-E10 is now 4K. Just facts. What's up? Not too much. Just talking about it. He just said gig. Brent, the video I uploaded today in 4K was 20 minutes long. My speed was 100 megabits, and it took 2 hours. And you know something, Brent, that's interesting? Because sometimes I can have really solid connection to Converge, and I'm at like 300, 400 megabits on the upload. And yet, I think it goes back to where's the next stop? All right. We know the servers for YouTube are not in the Philippines. Okay. We know you've got to go on either a trans-Pacific. There's I think 3 main trunks that come out of the mainland to the Philippines, and then they have satellite uplinks as well. So sometimes that's on YouTube's part. All right. You can have a good solid connection here. I mean, I have had that happen before where I'm uploading, I'm at 300 megabits, and it took an hour and a half to get a 12-minute 4K video uploaded to YouTube. I didn't know what the problem was. Vlogging Life took me over 20 hours for a drone video to upload that ended up being 2 hours editing down from 4. Yeah, people don't recognize that as you start to push to create better content. And I don't mean better than other people's content. I mean better for you. As you push your personal envelope, as you say, you know what? I need to do this. I saw that. I want to do this. I need this. I need that. I need better lighting here. I need this. Okay? As you push that envelope, all right, you end up spending a ton of time. I would venture to say from start to finish, from the time we start to the research on a video, do the video, shoot the video, edit the video, upload the video, and publish the video, we've got a solid 2 to 3 hours in almost every one of them. Yeah, we upload on private always. We always upload on private. And then we move it to publish. Michael, grocery stores run on a 1 to 3% net profit on food items. That is why they have other goods for sale like household, automotive. YouTube will find out the hard way. Yeah, I don't know. I do know they run on very, very slim, margins, but I don't know. Is there a reason why Arlene keeps texting me asking to meet up again? Be honest. Let's talk about it. Okay, Jonathan. If you're going to, I'm going to give you one warning on it, and then you'll be out of here. In fact, Mike is here from Mike's Philippine Journey, and you see that little blue wrench? He'll shove that up your ass. Unless that was just meant to be a funny joke. I think people will tire of all the fake AI no problem, Mike. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I think people will tire of the fake. You know what? I think AI is still in its infancy. I think that there is a huge upended potential for AI on the entertainment side, and everything that goes along with it. I don't think we've even scratched the surface, to be honest. BT, how you doing? BT, a lot of my videos are 4K and a lot of 1080. Doesn't seem to make a difference much at all. Got up to 17,000 subs and 5 million views last time I checked, and I'd monetize my channel, it's not worth the taxes. In many instances, it's not. That's for sure, BT. How you guys doing? Human point of view. Absolutely. Jonathan, Mike's Philippine journey is the Perez Hilton of the Philippines bloggers. I don't know about that, but I've heard you make that comment before. What's up, Chippy, in the chat? Do you think these new terms of service will reduce the migration of broke expats to Dumageddon? I have no idea. I'm almost ashamed to say we have never been to Dumageddon, but we have now put it on our list. This year, we're going to go spend some time in Dumageddon and see exactly what it is that makes it so special. Paul, there needs to be a large competitor to YouTube. Indeed, Paul, there does. There absolutely does. And that's something I think YouTube wants to drastically avoid because, if there was a large competitor, all right, if Rumble didn't, in their terms of service, own the copyright on your material, I would upload to YouTube and the other guy at the same time. I would upload to both of them. Jonathan, you're welcome to chat. Cam up later with me. I want to hear more. Yeah, that's interesting, Mike. You let me know. That'll be good to know. Arlene's her own woman. So let's see. Maybe she's more woman than I can handle. Man, I never thought about that. Unfortunately, many people these days do not want to put in the effort to develop a career and then they can make millions on YouTube. Yep. Make sure he doesn't block me. Jonathan, you know what? Another word about Arlene, you will be, all right? But I would never block you on Mike's channel. Kind of like how you link up with ladyboys. I guess, maybe. Mike, I'm not patient with uploading. Gonna stay at 1080p for a while. You know what, Mike? You know something? If I had to make a living, if I didn't have something else to do, all right? I mean, I'm not going to go out and sit on a bar stool and drink all day. Here's what's funny. Arlene's been gone for the past, today will be the third day. Arlene's been at this wedding, and this will be the third day. And honestly, all I've done is go out to dinner. Didn't even make it to a bar. Mike, are you using PLDT? I am using Converge, John. Peter says he's still on dial-up. Well, it was just 4 hours of drone footage. That was just so great. I didn't want to waste it. And the town people wanted to see it. I'm really not that good at all. But you know something, Vlogging Life? Even shitty drone footage looks good. We keep our drone in the province, at our province house, because legally we can't fly it here. The sad part is not many people are aware who Perez Hilton is. Well, I don't know how sad that is. So got it down to 2 hours, but yeah, a long time. You know what, Blogging Life? We've been doing this for a year and a half, and I'm going to tell you, we're as green and we learn something new every day. Go on, Jonathan, please. Love to see it. You know what? That's an even better idea. Jonathan, why don't you cam up and let's discuss it? All right? Can't wait for AI to replace all entertainment and people. Interesting. No, Jonathan, what's sad is you actually watch and listen to him. I have to agree. I mean, in all honesty, Perez Hilton is a has-been. I mean, really, he's about as, has been. Okay? Kind of like Sunshine Shoulders. Jonathan, get me in the stream. Well, the link is up there. That Tucker interview has a lot of traction on X. Perhaps that'll be the competitor. I don't know. You know, Elon has said he is not going to do anything that's going to include long-form content. So we'll see. BT and Betty's Philippines. We doing good over here. Thanks, Mike. They're always changing YouTube because they can. Greed is what pushes it out. Jonathan, sorry, but your mom just texted me. She wants to know if you want your pizza pockets in the oven or microwave tonight. You're not answering. 3 days for a wedding. Let's talk about it. Well, Jonathan, the link is up. You know, cam up or shut up. 3 days in the man cave. Well, no, I didn't spend all of it here, okay? I'll have to admit. I spent a lot of it, you know, watching TV, getting caught up on my stuff. I actually spent a lot of time getting ready to send my tax stuff to my CPA. Hello from Darren in Davao. I prefer Davao over Dumaguete. I have lived in both places for a long time. To each their own. Yeah. I had a drone, crashed it. Wow. 1 star. Hello, everyone in the chat. Love both Mike's and Mike's channels. Well, thank you, 1 star. We appreciate it. So, what intrigued me the most about, since I don't have that much knowledge about AI, what intrigued me the most were the 2 things that YouTube is pushing the hardest. And I can't help but believe that both of those items are going to be in the algorithms, if they're maybe not already. I saw a video, I don't know, about a year ago. There was a guy, and he actually he had his attorney email YouTube, Google, and ask for the data parameters of the algorithm. All right. And I mean, very nicely just said, you know, we just want to produce better content. If we understood the algorithm better, we'd appreciate it. All right. No response. No response. None at all. Michael, YouTube is a worldwide outlet. They need to understand that $60,000 a year in income puts you 1% the highest people in the world. They are setting their market model towards the rich creators. That's been said to me. Okay, Jonathan. All right, don't lie. All right, you haven't even tried to come in at all. I mean, that's like Jonathan's out there and he's like, hey, you know what? That girl didn't like me because she said my junk was too big. And that's what Jonathan's wielding. Come on, Jonathan. Really? All right. Link up, you little pussy. Come on. Be a man. You say you're a man. Maybe. You know what? Are you backing up to Perez? Huh? Is that it? Are you guys playing pitcher catcher? What is the deal, Jonathan? Come on, tell me about it. In fact, tell the chat about it. How's it feel to be penetrated by him? Maybe everybody would like to know. Otherwise, cam up. Don't be a whiner. Don't be a liar. All right? For God's sakes. Such a little boy. Now, and as Chippy says, link it up, baby. Link up, Jonathan. All right. So, Mike, you can rest assured, I doubt very seriously Jonathan is going to come onto your live stream. I doubt it. But I'll be interested to see if he does. Now, let's get back to what I was saying about what I think is going to happen. what I think is that what Google's trying to do is bring value or added value to their product. And so they're going to push things, all right? What do you mean you're calling? You're not calling. There's nothing coming in right now. Somebody try and join my chat. Let's see if there's a problem. All right? You don't even, all right? Somebody cam up. Let's see whether there seems to be some sort of a problem. Let's pretend, all right? Let's give Jonathan the benefit of the doubt and see if there's an issue. Okay? So let us know if you can't cam up, if somebody else wants to try and cannot. So, anyways, so my point with all of this is that what direction, why would YouTube be pushing this so hard? YouTube does not want to lose creators. They want creators to continue to create free content, but they want to pay us, the creators, less. Okay? And I understand. I'm sorry, got a little bit dry there. No, Jonathan, you're not. You're not even close. So, either way, John is joining. Let's see if John is there. Well, Jonathan, what, you got to put your video on. Jonathan, you got to turn on your video. We're not going to let some faceless, we want to see those pretty lips. You got a pretty mouth, boy. Come on. Come on, cam up. Oh, now he ran away. He ran away. My God. Jonathan ran away. He took his pretty mouth and ran away. Heart attack coming. I doubt it, Jonathan. I don't think. I'll be gentle. Come on. Oh. That was John at My Little World. I had no video on my end. I was just seeing if it worked. So Jonathan still hasn't cammed up, but John had no problem joining into the green room. Thank you, John. I certainly appreciate it. So now we know that Jonathan is a liar. So how do we deal with that? How do you deal with trolls that lie? Who knows? I have no idea. Don't care. Doesn't really matter. Jonathan, you're the one that brought up Perez Hilton. Come on, man. If you know what, Jonathan, if don't be afraid to admit your sexuality, Jonathan. There's no shame in you honking the bobo, okay? We're all adults here. We know people have different sexual preferences. Okay? We know that. It's okay, Jonathan. Don't be afraid to admit your intersexuality. Come on. It's people like him. All right, so Michael, who I don't know, is joining. And I see a part of his room, but I don't see Michael. Unless I see you, you cannot cam up. So try again when your cam is off. Or maybe he's just testing it for us. Jonathan, 3 days for a wedding. I'm with her now. Oh, well, I hope to God you can offset some of her expenses at least, Jonathan. Be a man about it. Jonathan, trans is good. You know what? I think Jonathan probably goes every way there is. You know what? Jonathan reminds me of a guy that just has the attitude of any hole will do. All right? Any hole will do, Jonathan. We know that. All right? We know men like you. It's okay. I mean, but you know what, Jonathan? You also remind me of a guy that's going to like lay his pipe into Perez, but not even be nice enough for a reach around. I mean, the street goes both ways, they say. I don't know. Mike, it was Michael that joined. So Mike, yeah. So John, John was able to log in. All right. Michael was able to log in. Oh, we got our first down vote. Nice. Let's see here. 1 star, Mike, you have put out real talk since Jump Street. So has Mike. Best watch what you say here or you'll be outed. Oh, man. You know what? We just tell it the way we see it. And the way we see Jonathan is not that favorable. But we're willing to give him a chance. We're willing to give Jonathan the chance. Oh, Jonathan's going to report me. Oh, man, you know what? You make my TT just shrink up, Jonathan. I'm so scared. We don't make anything on this, all right? And it's a live stream. If you don't like it, we can certainly show YouTube exactly what was said. And it won't be the first time we've been reported, I doubt. I don't know. John says your report won't go far. I don't know. Jonathan, if you cam up, I'll do a screen cap and I can bring it down and give it to a couple of the trike vendors and see if they can hook you up. All right. I mean, you never know. Just kind of, we all know what you want. So, Jonathan just reported my channel. Good for you, Jonathan. Good for you. Talking about penetration. Yeah, I did. I'm talking about you being penetrated. Keep reporting it. All right. If you're going to be talking about my wife, I'm going to talk about you. Pretty simple, huh? Poor Jonathan playing the victim. He's worse than the victim. You know what he reminds me of? Jonathan reminds me of the fat chick on a date who comes up with every excuse. All right. And you know what? That's a terrible thing for me to say. Jonathan reminds me of the ugly chick on a date because actually there are some beautiful, beautiful larger women. All right. But she blames everything on that date not going well. Copal, sweet baby Jesus. Oh no, Ruby, I am so sorry for what you walked into. I am so sorry, Ruby. You may not want to stick around for this. Ruby, Jonathan started making innuendos about my wife and then about other things. And so we've gotten into a discussion of his sexual preferences and everything else. I apologize, Ruby. Talking about Mike penetrating. No, Jonathan, I wasn't talking about Mike penetrating you. I was talking about Perez Hilton. That's the guy you brought up. You brought up Perez Hilton, not me. You're the one that started talking about it. Well, if you got offered by that, offended by that, looks like you have some closet issues. You know what? He's not in the closet, Mike. I think that he is literally in a shoebox. He can't even get in the closet. Oh, shit. What did I miss? Not too much, really. Chippy. Jonathan, Mike, you are a terrible person. You're the one attacking my wife. Now you're trying to defend yourself. You're moving the goalpost. Are you going to pick on me, or are you going to pick on my wife? Are you going to make innuendos about my wife, or are you going to say stuff about me? Shoot, you know what? You're a bisexual man. That's what it is. You're not a closet. I think you will go both ways. Oh, my goodness. Why travel? I had a phone call. Wow, Jonathan, imagine me doing that. I must have entered the wrong door. I apologize, Ruby, but is what it is. Jonathan, I reported this channel. You know what? You can report whatever you'd like, Jonathan. Knock yourself out. Mike, no, Ruby, Jonathan got entered in the wrong door. That's what he wanted to happen. He did. I think he came here to troll, to start a fight. I think he wanted to be assaulted by, I think he wanted to have his nether regions assaulted. Mike, I will cam up if you run a talk on sending money to girlfriend in the Philippines and my stance. Actually, Michael, I would, but not this particular live. I only have a limited amount of time right now, but our next live, I'll be happy to. All right? Absolutely happy. Ruby says, think I'm out of here till next live stream. Oh, Ruby, have a great day. Thanks, Mike, for teaching me what shit test is. I have no clue. Jonathan has reported the reporting of his channel. Actually, Chippy, you're right. Jonathan has reported the reporting of his report. Oh, I just learned what Riz is. I thought you were above this. I treated you and you failed. You didn't test shit. Now we've got the excuses. You know what? That's like impotency or premature ejaculation. Jonathan, don't make excuses for things that you failed yourself at. Pablo in the green room, and I see him, and we'll assign him right there. And boom, there's Pablo.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing, Pablo?
Oh, Mike. Pretty good.
It's been a morning. What can I say?
Oh, yeah, boy. So what is it with this, who is it, Jonathan?
I have no clue. I have no clue who he is. All right?
Hey,
but,
yeah, Mike.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to see how it was me getting on with my iPad, and it works.
Yeah, it works. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I love this program. All right? Jonathan says he used to look up to me. Well, Jonathan, I'm sorry. I really apologize. Jonathan got spanked and he didn't like it.
Is he a lady boy?
I don't know what his sexual preference is, but he certainly tends to make a lot of homosexual references.
I think he is one, yeah.
Oh, Jonathan now wants everybody to leave the channel. Leave this clown. Oh, Jonathan, please. You can't have me all to yourself, Jonathan. All right? I'm not going to let you. You know what? I'll share the love, but you can't have all of it for yourself. Get yourself some tissues, wipe your eyes, put that Jergens away. All right? And I'm not going to take my clothes off for you. And it's not going to happen, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
Is he from the Philippines?
I have no idea. I mean, right now he's lied about like 3 different things. Says he can't chat up, says he can't join, everything else. I don't know. I have no idea where he's from, but he is whatever he is.
Like I told Mike, I just wanted to see if I could get on, and I'll do this more But so, hey, I enjoy your channel. You and the other Mike are are very interesting.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And you know what, Pablo? I actually
That-
enjoy your comments. You have some great comments. You really
Uh,
do.
well, thank you. Sometimes they're kind of funny. I try to be funny, but well, okay, Mike. So I'll catch you later. Okay.
All right. Take care,
Okay. So
Pablo. Have
okay.
a great day.
How do I turn this off? How do I get
I can
out?
take care of it for you. Just like that. Let's move there. Tim Husk, like I told my son when he would laugh at me for picking up pennies, I said, 100 makes a dollar. Now he's grown up and he don't, and he does it now. Iggy says to Cam Up, reporting to sexual comments and rape. Oh, I didn't say anything about rape. Now you're talking about rape. Wow, Jonathan. You know, Michael says, I'll bet you Jonathan is British. I don't know. It's always sexual innuendos. Oh, you're the one that started it. Holy moly, I'm having lunch and feeding the dogs, and what am I missing? You're missing a child. All right. It's not a big deal. What is the program? Vlogging Life. We use a program called Ecamm. Letter ECAMM. I think it's two M's. All right. You can search it on YouTube. You'll get a ton. They have a ton of videos on how to use it. It's a very, very strong editing and live streaming product. Jonathan, since you're not smart enough on how to cam up with Ecamm, you can dumb it down and cam up to StreamYard. Nah, Mike, StreamYard's not dumb at all. All right. In fact, it does a few things Ecamm doesn't do. It's a way to have multiple cams at once. Yes, I can have, I think I can have up to like 10 cameras and virtual cameras. Iggy, I'm only 5'6". I have to look up to Mike. But I'm sitting on a chair, Phil. I'm sitting on a chair. Jonathan, don't forget to clean up the eggplant behind you. He don't like the meat, but he sure likes the bone. Oh, I don't know. Jonathan's comic relief. He's something else. He's definitely something else. That's for sure. Captain Reach Around. Wow. John, he's now on double secret probation. That comes from Animal House. That was that's a great show. It really and truly is. Isn't Jonathan the guy from your last live stream? I wonder if Jonathan might be the guy from Mike's Philippine Journey live stream. I wonder if that might be King B, or maybe it's King B's kid. Jonathan makes moonshine still, so he ain't British. He's from the mountains. Probably had a little family on family mixing. Whoa. That's it, Hoppa. The one who said he can't cam up because his dad was sick and sleeping. Could be the Boston guy, Mr. Robert. Ecamm is only for the Mac. Yes, John, Ecamm is a Mac-only product, I will admit. Is it true YouTube is going to pay a lot less in March? You know something, Brian? I don't know. And I don't think anybody knows. I think we're going to be seeing changes in the algorithm, and I think we're going to be seeing changes in a few other things. So I have to check this. Let me see here. Wait just a second. I apologize. I have to answer a text real quick. So let's see what else is going on. Jonathan ran away. Well, good for Jonathan. Let me see here. I was always told keep your trap shut on issues you have no knowledge of. I only make statements from I can support. I will hover around the edge. Yeah, Michael. And that's why I got no clue about AI. And that's why I don't talk about it, because it's something I just don't know. And quite frankly, YouTube has not said exactly what they're going to do, but it certainly looks from a business perspective what the direction is they may be looking at. I think that content creators are going to be forced to rely on fan funding, is what YouTube calls it, fan funding, which is going to be super chats, stickers, and memberships, more so than anything else. Until they reach a certain stage. I mean, they're going to have to, if they get to a certain, they have to get to a point of critical mass, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I shouldn't say that, because we don't make a living on YouTube. All right. YouTube income to us is minuscule. It's not even measurable. So I don't know. How come the Brits look like they chewed on dynamite? I thought dental work was cheap in the Philippines. You know something? You can spend money here too on it. Vlogging. I don't have Apple, so StreamYard. I would think StreamYard would be, for non-Apple users, would be a great choice. Mike from Mike's Philippine Journey uses it, and so do a lot of other bloggers, to be honest with you. In the south of the USA, oh, Michael. Ad revenue is going to be less because they said last year 750 million viewers are paying a month for free ads. It's possible, Brian. I just don't know it. Just downloaded a modded version of YouTube Premium. Yeah, there are some that are out there. But again, I do believe, I really and truly do, that that's the direction that YouTube is pushing it. They want more creators. They want creators creating more. All right. But they don't want to pay for it. And they want more advertisers, but they're going to have to lower their pricing. And when they lower their pricing, it obviously corresponds to how much they're paying to creators. I got an ad 2 days ago that was 20 minutes long, 15 minutes longer than the video I was watching. So I skipped it. 20 minutes. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, man. Let me see here. Sorry, I had to check something. So that's the direction I think I see it going. And again, it would be much clearer to you as the viewer, to you as the subscriber, to me as the creator and the subscriber, because we watch other channels, what is every data point within the YouTube algorithm. That would be an interesting thing to know. The other interesting thing that I think that came up, quite honestly, was I had no idea, none at all, that so much data is being watched on TVs. I mean, I had no idea. I mean, that's 1 billion hours a day. That's the numbers that they released. Okay? That's just absolutely insane. I've never seen one good advertisement. I've never seen one that appeared to me that related to us, other than vitamins. You know, I've seen the occasional Centrum stuff, but no. Mike, did you say you are using Ecamm? I have a Mac Mini. Yes, I use Ecamm, Brent. I love it. I love it. There's so much available YouTube videos on how to do it. It's great. It's absolutely great. And you know something? StreamYard may do just the same. Just the same. Tim K with hair growth product or vegetarian food packets. Give me a break. Don't sell out unless you believe in it. Yeah, there's a whole lot there to be said, folks. There really and truly is. Okay, I've got some stuff I've got to get done. I really appreciate everybody dropping by. Honestly, I do. Arlene and I do. Arlene's family will be here tomorrow again, so we'll be a little bit limited, but, you know, we'll be getting it out. And then in the members section, we're going to be making some big changes. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a great day.